Tuesday, 1642, 47 seconds, year 2023, 6 month, June 20th day. So, I called the Relia card again for the unemployment dues. And they finally said, well, you can fax us the ID. You know, and each time I got a different girl, and they're all girls, and they're all African girls over at U.S. Bank, where the Relia cards are at. And so I told her, I finally told her, I says, well, this one said again, she says, well, if you have a friend, you can use their smartphone. I'm like, well, I'll just go down to the unemployment office and I'll talk to the people down there, see if they got a smartphone to use. And then at that point she said, well, you can just fax it. And I says, oh, yeah. She says, but you have to send in a piece of ID through the mail. I'm thinking that after we ended the call, I'm thinking, oh, peace mail, huh? I already got a peace treaty. They already have it. It was mailed to them. Anyway, so here I am, playing with the ants again. And I looked at the tree, and there were a couple up here. And I looked over here, and there were some on the ground. Some were starting to crawl back up on the window, get back on the roof. So I pulled the window out, pulled this out, so I could get all this ants and larvae that was on the ground here, put it in that bucket, and I sent them across the lawn back over the border to their country. But then back to their native land. So then I got all the firewood out of here, and I put it in the wheelbarrow and wheelbarrowed it in here. And I ended up having to split some of the wood because some of it was big. So some of the split pieces are up there. And then I decided, when I get 2 more cords of wood, I'm going to have to be filling this up more and more. So I pulled the window that was out behind over here. And that was a fucking chore. Fucking thing's heavy as fucking shit, too. So I put the window here. And there's Boob the cat. He's having boob times. Oh, boob. I could use another spray treatment 4 times a day. So I'm thinking, well, I think I'm going to kind of organize this or clean it up or put the wood all on one side or where the fuck I can get going on with this. So anyway, there's the light beam. Couple lights, beam sticks I put across here to hold shit up. But I put these boards in here to hold the roof up a long time ago. So it kind of goes there. So there's the tarp drying out from the other ants. So that's kind of much as that goes. Been listening to the Linda Ron's Best Hits album on YouTube. So I'm going to grab the Vetericin. Vetericin. I'm gonna go with Boob. Hopefully she doesn't run away. I can just kind of lay next to her. Get myself all laid down here. She doesn't run away. I snuggle up to her slowly. Fucking sun's in the eyes. There she is. So, well, I'll show you what. See, I'll get the ear on here. Here's what the ear looks like. So it's just drying out now and getting another scab on it. So kind of seems like it's growing, but it hasn't eaten through to the other side of the ear yet. I can still put my finger underneath the other side of the ear and feel flesh. So, but anyway, there's the stuff that I need to put on it. So I'm just gonna kind of slowly get closer to her. Hopefully she doesn't run away. Hi, boob. Kind of get friends with her. Oh, could use another spray shot 4 times a day now. Oh, I want to get out of here. She's thinking of getting out of here. Here you go. See if I can put this camera in a spot. Here you go. So, there she is. I just gotta spray it on there. Here you go, guy. Get your sprayers. 4 times a day, it says. Get the other ear. There you go. I finished. There. I'll grab the camera. Let her go. There you go. She says, "Hey, go over here, shake it off, man." There she goes. And I moved this window frame out. This is the same window frame for the old one. I got 2 of these windows. I used to have 2 of them, but I tore one apart because I was going to put windows in this extra shed over here. So I cut up the metal and everything. I was getting ready to cut the windows up and put them together, and then I just kind of said, well, fuck it. I just set it aside for a while and never got back to it. So the frames and shit, cut up window parts or whatever the fuck. Been setting for years now. Yeah, I cut it up to the point where I could, because these open up right here. So I was gonna have opening windows over there, and I was cutting the metal. I got all the metal cut up to the right size, and I just had to, cut the glass up, get that all, and then get the insulation parts all set up. But for some reason it got set aside. Either I ran into something that needed to be waited for, or I just said, fuck it. Yeah, I actually put the fucking frame in here too. I started one. So let me go on the other side. The frame is actually fucking up there. So I go into here. And the reason I was going to put them in was for ventilation. But there's plenty of ventilation over here. Plus, I just wanted to, to see if I could accomplish it. There was no doubt that I was going to be able to, But, it came out a little short up there, but, I pretty much cut it down to size. I put it in there, and I just needed to get the window just right, put the window in or whatever the fuck, and get it so that it would open up. But yeah, the other side I never really got around to getting that one up, but like I said, I just said fuck it, just boarded it up. And I put the nails in part way so that I could pull it out again. But that was back in the year 2014. So that was fucking 7 years ago. So, needless to say, I actually took some of the old framing that I cut already to the dump, and I left these here. And I cut these with a hand hacksaw. So it was kind of one of those things where the neighbor offered me his electric cutter, and I was, in the tough mood and just not wanting to borrow anything from me, use anything from anyone. See if I could just get it with what I got. So I just hand cutted them. Fucking wore the fuck out of myself. I was just fucking exhausted after I cut them fuckers. Jesus fuck. But I got it done. Got it accomplished. That's the way it goes. Anyway, so that's that update. Till the next one. Finger pull.